C1. You are listening at FameTV.info. The neon lights flashed, but the dawn also seemed to be disillusioned that he quietly sat in the corner of Xinyuan garden. Other than listening to music, he would occasionally glance at the watch on his wrist. There was nothing else he could do. Time seemed to have stopped. She didn't know if those people had left or not. If they hadn't, she really couldn't go out. Although he had asked Fly Blue to go and see it, he still hadn't received any text messages. How annoying, she was really annoying. The warm wine flowed down his throat and into his stomach. The blood in his body quickly became filled with the smell of wine, both fragrant and spicy. This wine had a high degree of purity. Fly Blue, you still there? While he was looking at the screen of his phone, he suddenly heard a few loud shouts. A few big men walked in front of the door, and their black clothes caused Xiao Zhao's expression to change. They found it, her black eyes swept the surroundings, and at the same time, she gripped her handbag tightly. She had to find a way to protect herself from detection, otherwise, she would definitely be captured tonight. Her gaze immediately locked onto a pair of sofas not too far away. There was a man and a woman. The man was handsome and young, while the woman looked old and looked sickly. The man was a duck and the woman was a man's potential customer. This was the same reaction Xiao Yu had. Duck, as long as it is a woman, but, must have money, can at least pay for a night of his needs. Xiao Yidao stood up, the muffled sound of his high heels on the carpet being drowned out by the clamoring music. Those men were walking over. Luckily, she had changed her clothes. Otherwise, she would have been discovered long ago. She would only need to cross another table to arrive in front of that man. Her heart felt like it was going to leap out of her chest. Her gaze never left that man. To be honest, he was truly handsome. Unfortunately for him, he was a very handsome man. No matter what he did, he had to be a duck. There was a smile in her eyes. She was a woman, and also a beautiful and charming woman. Therefore, she wasn't worried at all that this duck wouldn't want her and would want that seemingly old woman. Xiao Yi sat down on the man's lap, not caring about whether the woman on the opposite side of the duck was willing or not. Her arm quickly and lightly hooked around the man's neck, and with a smile on her face, she coquettishly avoided the men who were looking for her. With her lips opened, she asked in a low voice, "How late is it? I pay twice as much for the woman across the way." Ha! The man chuckled, looking extremely handsome. His fingers casually took the handbag in her hand. "Are you sure you have enough money to pay me?" Crash, the handbag opened, but all the colors rolled down the floor. The man picked up the package with a variety of colors as if he was curious about it. "What is this?" he asked Xiao Yu in front of his face. She was stunned and was about to say, "Who told you to open my bag?" But before she could finish her sentence, the man pulled open the bag with his fingers and opened it up. TT, commonly known as a set. Mo Zhao's face didn't change. Hearing those people's footsteps approaching, she immediately smiled. She said in a sweet voice, 1,000 yuan for one night. How about it? It was high enough, she could afford it, as long as he could help her with the money. Ha! The man continued to laugh as he ripped off another package. He waved the transparent object in front of her and asked, "Are these all for you to use in one night?" Listen to the full novel at FameTV.info, direct link in the description.